I think that their floor is 11-6. I think their ceiling is 14-3.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, I think 14-3 is fair
And
for them.
then we've reached the end of going through the record. So now it's time for Rank That Coach. We are going 1 through 4. Who's your best to worst coaches in the AFC North?
In my humble opinion, my number one coach would be Zach Taylor. Zach Taylor, first of all, made a Super Bowl.
Mike Tomlin at a Super
Has
Bowl too.
Yes, but
Okay.
I feel like Zach Taylor has had less games that have been he's been outcoached. I mean, he coached yeah, I understand. Yes, Andy Reid and him go head to head every game. He went head to head with Sean McVay. I feel like Zach Taylor is a super underrated coach. I'd put him as a top 5 head coach in the NFL. So I have Zach Taylor at 1. Number 2, I feel like I have to give Mike Tomlin respect there.
Okay.
Put Mike Tomlin at 2. Absolutely deserves it. Never had a losing season. Number 3, not due to a lack of respect, but Kevin Stefanski. I put Kevin Stefanski at number 3. Coach of the year. Has somehow managed to make the Cleveland Browns, who have been completely abysmal the last ever, to being a pretty competent franchise since he's taken over. I give him a lot of credit there. I feel like last year, even though they were 7-10 and they struggled out the gate, Jacoby Brissett played some great football. I feel like he's super underrated. And then number 4 is John Harbaugh. I think John Harbaugh is overrated, just like the Ravens.
Yeah, I agree with that. And honestly, I was trolling you about the Zach Taylor stuff. So I actually agree with your coaches in order because a computer could coach the Ravens better than John Harbaugh does because what does he do? Is like, oh, what do the analytics say? Oh, we have a something percentage chance for this on 4th down and could lose the game if we miss it. Okay. Like, honestly, John Harbaugh has made so many dumb calls. Like, let's go for 2. Let's not tie the game. Let's not give Lamar Jackson a chance in overtime, who's the MVP. We just gave him a fuck ton of money. So it's like, okay, if we're just going to be coached by a computer, we might as well actually be coached by a computer instead of John Harbaugh. And then Stefanski, number 3, won a coach of the year, brought the Browns to the playoffs, which is, I think, a playoff win for the Browns is basically a Super Bowl.
Yes.
And then
100%.
Mike Tomlin, never going to be the best coach in his division, but always going to be number 2. And I feel like you can always argue he's the second or third or fourth, fifth, like the bottom coach filling out like a top coach list just because his team is always consistent. He's never had a losing season. And then Zach Taylor, as soon as he gets to Cincinnati, the Bengals have been getting their they've been getting it together the past few years, made it to a Super Bowl, had a chance, was a few plays away and a stupid penalty away from a Super Bowl last time. If they could have gotten to overtime, there wasn't that tackle that got the Chiefs into field goal range. So yeah, I think that's a good list. And then quarterbacks, I'll start it off this time since we agreed last time. The best quarterback right now, I'm gonna go with Joe Burrow. And then I'm going to go Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, and Kenny Pickett.
I agree with most of your list. Kenny Pickett would be 4 for me. Out of all of them, I feel like there's no argument. Number 4. Number 3, I have to put Deshaun Watson just because I'm based on how he played last year.
Yeah.
If we keep it to how he played last year, I got to put him at 3. Lamar Jackson, I give him respect, MVP, best mobile quarterback of all time. And then number 1 is obviously Joe Shiesty.
Joe Burr.